What's up, YouTube fam? Ramone Paris here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be filming a video, a little chit chat video, where I'm just gonna be talking to you guys, chilling out, hanging out, seeing what's going on. Just talking about, whatever I feel like talking about. I know there's something that I want to talk about. I want to talk about the inspiration for like my channel, for me wanting to start a YouTube channel to begin with, etc. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it, but before that, let's roll the clip. Okay, so today I'm gonna be doing my makeup and talking to y'all, seeing what's been going on, all that jazz. I've already done my skincare routine, so I don't have to use a primer or anything. So that we will not be partaking in today. So I'm gonna start my eyebrows, which are freshly waxed. I hope you guys have been well. I've been doing great. It's been 2 weeks or so since the first upload. Wanted to kind of let that marinate, plan out some content. And here we are, regularly scheduled programming. I'm not gonna say that there won't be a long break like that ever again. The 2-week break, not the 2-year break. Let's specify, let's be clear on that. The little 2-week break might happen. It wasn't even really a break. I was planning content and coming up with ideas and stuff like that the entire time, which in hindsight, I should have been doing while I was on a 2-year break, but I wasn't even thinking about my channel then. I was just trying to get myself together mentally. I was planning content and I was letting my return sink in. I was letting it just kind of, letting the smoke clear, because it was a big step for me and I was very proud, and I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling a little anxiety about coming back. Even after I uploaded, I was like, all right, it was fun, it was good. Now I gotta make sure I'm putting out some good content, And a lot of people are probably gonna look at this and be like, whatever, you only have like 90 something subscribers. Who cares, right? But I care, That's who cares. I care. Because when I say that I'm passionate about my channel, I'm not just saying that. I really genuinely do mean that. I'm really actually very passionate about this channel. A lot of people don't really believe me when I say that, but I am. So this is something that you're never gonna ever see me give up on or half-ass or anything like that, Anything that I put out, I need it to be perfection. I just want to talk to you guys really quickly though about my channel and about the inspiration behind my channel and all that jazz. The whole thing that got me into YouTube was early 2008, 2009-ish, 2013-ish YouTube. Early 2000s YouTube. And when I say early 2000s, I don't mean 2004, because I don't think YouTube was really a thing then. But when YouTubers became a thing, essentially is what I'm trying to get at. When YouTubers started to become regular, when a lot of people were watching YouTubers. That whole era, when if you heard a YouTuber was getting paid for their videos, it was almost the equivalent of having to cancel them. That was the era that I realized that I wanted to do YouTube. And it started with my absolute favorite YouTuber at the time. You guys probably don't know her because she's not very popular. I'm not sure if she still uploads. She was the one that really made me want to start my channel. I was like, wow, this looks so much fun. I actually have not used this concealer in a long time. I don't even know what concealer this is. It is Maybelline? Yeah, this is something that I definitely got when I was first getting into makeup. But something just made me pick it up just now, and I'm gonna use it to carve out my brows, so whatever. There's also, it's so crazy, I feel like I'm experimenting right now, because this is also a brush that I never used, ever. These are both things that I got when I first started getting into makeup. And I got this brush from Forever 21. No, I didn't, I got it from e.l.f. online. at Target, and then I got this from like Target, I think, as well. Or Walmart, one of the two, because I was in there all the time buying makeup when I first started. And I literally have never picked it up since I bought it, but I'm gonna try it to carve out my eyebrows today. So, because, you know, I'm gonna try to be different today, whatever. That worked out, actually, and that color is actually surprisingly a really good color for me. Wow. Okay, 2017, me getting in my bag about my shades. Okay, all right, I'll give it to me. And this brush is perfect, actually, for carving into my brows. Like, it's actually perfect. All right, this is the e.l.f. concealer brush. Well, there's that. Anyway, Miss P was the YouTuber that made me want to get into YouTube, and you know, she wasn't doing anything on her channel at the time, but like vlogs, you know, vlogs, and she would do like little lip gloss reviews, which I thought were really cute. She also had a tech channel, which when I did say that I was gonna start my YouTube when I was like 13, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have a tech channel too. Like, oh my gosh, okay, I can review phone cases and like cell phones and stuff like that. But now I'm like, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, she was the one who made me really want to get into YouTube, and you know, she was the first YouTuber that I like watched religiously, which I was just like head over heels in love with watching her videos and her content. It was just great. But looking back on it, it was very simple stuff. It was just vlogs and lip gloss reviews and, you know, fitness type stuff. And it was more so her personality that made me want to start YouTube, because I was like, yeah, like she talks, she's from the South, and I think she's actually in Atlanta, from Atlanta. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, either Atlanta or North Carolina or something like that. She's from the South, so it felt kind of like home, because obviously I'm from the South. And her personality just kind of reminded me of realistically, it reminded me of my stepmother, because they kind of look alike and they kind of talk alike, and I was like, oh, cool, you know, this is kind of cool. Like, oh, she seems familiar. Like, not that I know her or anything like that, but she has a very familiar aura to her because of like her Southern background. And you know, I think that's probably what made me cling on to her videos. And because at the time, like when I was younger, I didn't really want to get into makeup. Like I never really, well, wearing makeup had crossed my mind, but it was never like, you know, something that I had to do. I was dying to do it, you know? It wasn't until I turned like, I think 19 when I started experimenting with makeup. But yeah, and she wasn't really even like, I considered her at the time a makeup artist, like a makeup guru, not a makeup artist, but like a makeup guru, like whatever. But really, all she was talking about on her channel that was makeup related was lip gloss. And obviously, I mean, even people that don't wear makeup wear lip gloss. So it's like, you know, in hindsight, she's not a makeup guru or a makeup person, whatever. I was infatuated with like what she was doing on her channel, and I was like, yeah, I gotta do that. That seems like fun. Like I totally have to start a channel. And then later on in life, I want to say around the same time, like a little, I mean, obviously after, but I think within the same year, I discovered Hey Claire, which a lot of y'all might know her. I don't think that she's mainstream anymore like she was, but she's definitely still very popular, I would say. She's still fairly well known. Hey Claire is, or you know, now known as like Claire Marshall. She was another one that made me want to get into YouTube, because just her content and the layout and how she did her content was just like great. Like I liked how she edited. You know, I like the simplicity of her makeup, or not her makeup. I like the simplicity of her content, and then I also really enjoyed her content in general. Like she did a lot of interior design, a lot of fashion, a lot of like vlogs, that type of thing, and I was like drawn to that. Like I was so drawn to that. I was like, yes, I need more of this in my life. And I like literally went on a binge of watching her content. And then also like Jack's Gap, you guys might know. I'm really taking it back. Like I'm throwing it back because I don't think they make content as much anymore, but at the time they were pushing out content like crazy. Here in front of me though, as far as palettes go, I have the Soft Lamp palette by Anastasia, the Jackie Aina palette by Anastasia, which has been through hell, the Nubian by Juvia's, which actually I rarely use. It kind of still looks brand new, like on the low key. I have the Pat McGrath Mothership. Which Mothership is this? One of the Mothership palettes. With these beautiful shades in them. Ooh. But yeah, those are the ones that I'm using. Obviously, I'm gonna be going for something like pink today. But we'll see. Ooh, I kinda wanna do a blue and orange. Anyway, okay, scratch that. I want to try something blue and orange because I've never done a look that color. I've done blue, but I have not done like a blue-orange blend moment. So yeah, I have my Jamie Charlie palette right here, and I'm going to be using her today. Which I also rarely use this palette, but we're going to try it today. But yeah, Jack's Gap is another one that I was really heavily into. Hey Claire, Jack's Gap, you know, they were just like after Miss P. Their content was like, oh my God, like there's a whole new world out there that kind of really just opened my eyes to what YouTube actually was. And then I started discovering so many people after that. One of the, you know, the two more important people that I discovered, at least for me, not important as in terms of like real life importancy, but for me, important to me and like my YouTube journey or whatever. One of them was Khalil, which funny story, I found her because I was watching a music video actually for Paramore. So I go to the comments of the video and people are like, oh my gosh, like this comment if Khalil sent you here, OMG, Khalil, oh my God, Khalil, da 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 da, watch us live and stuff, which was her channel that she had with her then fiance, who you guys may know from Smosh, Anthony Padilla, whatever. Anyway, they had a channel together at the time, Khalil and Anthony, and I loved watching their vlogs because back then, obviously, I mean, as you can tell by listening to this story, I was a vlog. That was my sole purpose for living, clearly, was for a vlog. But I love vlog channels, and they had a vlogging channel together, which I thought was really cute. And then they broke up, and Khalil kept the channel, I think she kept the channel, or she made her own channel. One of them kept the channel. They broke up, and I continued to watch Khalil. I was never really like into Anthony because Smosh was never really my field. Didn't watch Smosh ever, but I had friends who did, and you know, they were really big on YouTube at the time, so I knew about them. And I also discovered another couple on YouTube at the time, which was Nikki Thought and Jamie Perkins. I was more so into it for Nikki because Nikki, oh my God, that was everything for me. For me to see a dark-skinned woman on YouTube vlogging and living her life, doing her thing. She did makeup, she did fashion, she did interior design. She did vlogs, she was everything. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. Like, I was just so happy for that. You know, Khalil and Anthony broke up around the same time that I discovered them, maybe like a few months after I discovered them. They ended up cutting things off. And actually really recently, Nikki Thought and Jamie Perkins divorced. So I was like, wow, that was a lot. So they kind of have the same story and they both inspire me equally. So that's really cool little tidbit there. I obviously stopped watching the men. Like I don't watch Jamie's channel anymore. And I don't watch Anthony because like I literally never did. Not to say that I don't like Anthony, like that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I was never really there for him to begin with, honestly. I stuck around with Khalil and I was like watching her videos and they were really great. And to this day, she's been a huge inspiration for me. I know she goes through a lot with like her mental health and everything like that. So blessings to her. prayers to her, even though I don't really pray, but you know what I mean when I say that, like, nothing but good fortune to her. She was actually the first person that really opened my eyes to genuine, like, true veganism. And I was like, wow, let me try this out, you know? And then she really exposed to me, anyway, the truth behind the industry, the meat industry. But yeah, she was the one who made me decide, hey, let me try going vegan. Even though I'm not vegan right now, she definitely kind of put the awareness out there for me. At this time, I'm like 15, 14 maybe. So this was years after I first discovered YouTube. And so she's really opening my eyes to like true veganism and like what it is and et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, wow, that's actually crazy. And that's when I was like, oh my God, Mom and Dad, I'm going vegan. But it wasn't because of Khalil, it was through Khalil, if that makes sense. And to this day, like, I still make it a point to try to consume vegan options and try vegan restaurants and stuff like that. But I just don't, I'm not a vegan myself personally. But Nikki was a huge inspiration for me as well. But Nikki thought she's Australian, I think. She's a creator that I really was like, oh my God, yes, more of this. And Nikki thought she kind of was the blueprint for me. I was like, oh yeah, more her, because I was just head over heels because, like, you know, obviously she had her channel with her family, her husband and her children. But she had her own separate channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder why she doesn't upload on here really, ever. Like, she rarely uploaded on her main channel, or her separate channel. And I was like, that's saddening because, you know, I just see the potential. Like, I always saw the potential. And now, current time, real time, now that she's divorced and doing her thing with her kids and everything, she's making content on her main channel, and it makes me so happy. I was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. This is what I've been yearning for my whole life. Like, not happy that she got divorced, don't get me wrong, but I'm just really happy that she is uploading on her main channel, which is now Simply Nikki. Yeah, she was a blueprint for me because of the fact that, like, here we have a dark-skinned woman making content. This is the most experimental I've ever been with my makeup, y'all. Like, this is crazy, because like even my Valentine's Day look that I did on Instagram was not this experimental. It was a simple cut crease moment with artwork on my face. This, what I'm doing right here, I'm blending all new colors that I never even like picked up before. And of course I have my current inspirations like Jackie Aina, Nema Tang, James Charles. Like, y'all gonna shoot me for saying that, but he really is an inspiration to me. And obviously now that Nikki's making her own content on her channel, then she's another huge inspiration to me. And then my gaming channel, a lot of y'all probably think that that's super random and that's probably something that I'm doing just like to get my foot in the door and like blah, 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 and kind of monopolize YouTube. That's not it. Like, that's an added benefit, of course. If everything works out correctly and if everything is successful with my channels, then sure, I guess you can consider it somewhat of a monopoly in a sense. Like, not obviously not like a monopoly because I don't own all avenues of YouTube, but like it would definitely be 2 streams of income. I'm not lying about that. Like, that definitely is a good thing, but it's not the reason, you know? I have my inspiration for my gaming channel as well. People like T. Martin, who I love and adore. To this day, I love him so much. He's so sweet. I've never met him in person. I'm just assuming he's sweet, but I'm gonna stick to that. But him, T. Martin, he's a great one as far as like regular gaming content goes, like Let's Plays and stuff like that. And then another person that I really adore is Curtis Parody. Curtis Parody made a sin. I think I'm saying that last name right. Parody or Parodies. I'm gonna say Parody. He made a lot of content for Sims, which I don't think he does that anymore. I don't even know if he uploads anymore. But I know when he did, or at the time that I discovered him, it was purely Sims content. And then he had a separate channel for like daily news, I guess you can say, and also like tech news. He was a huge inspiration. Him, of course, you have like the Sim Supply with James, just that whole simming community that was there at the time, that whole era of people that made content strictly for The Sims on YouTube. You know, when EA flew them out to E3, provided them hotel accommodations. This looks absolutely ridiculous, and I'm very tempted to take this off my face and just do soft glam. We're wiping it off our face. We got Curtis Parody. He had content that I was like in love with, Sims wise. Like his builds were amazing. Though I still cannot build that well in The Sims. I really can't, even to this day. I thoroughly enjoyed his content, like wholeheartedly. And it was a huge inspiration for me. And the only person that I watched outside of Curtis that does gaming, besides like outside of Simmers really, because I still watch the Sim Supply. I still watch, I can't even remember all their names, but like the Simmers for the most part, I definitely still did watch, and actually still watch Sims videos and have content Sims related on my channel. Link in the description, and also you should see a little bubble popping up right here. Or right there, wherever the I don't know. So Sims content is definitely still heavily in my rotation, but outside of Sims content, the only person that I watched for gaming inspiration was T Martin, and I didn't even really always watch for inspiration. I watched because I enjoyed the content. Like I play video games all the time, and I was like, oh my god, I could play it on the internet. Like I don't know why my mind worked like that. I couldn't just enjoy something. I had to include it in my channel. But I think that's the joy for me, at least, for YouTube, is like being able to share all the things that you love with people, and like also just filtering it into one big like platform. I think it's the joy of it. That's what really made me want to get into it anyway. But yeah, that is generally like, you know, all of my inspiration for my channel. I'm genuinely very happy and excited and just thankful overall for the people that inspired my channel. It has definitely helped mold the kind of content that I know I want to make. It has definitely helped with that. See, you can never go wrong with soft glam. Just never go wrong. And if you go wrong, it's your fault. All right, that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't be afraid to leave a big thumbs up down below. Share it with your friends, your family, everything in between. Ignore this big ass spot on my hand. You know, if if you wear makeup, you know. Like if you wear makeup, you know. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. I would very much so appreciate it. If you're interested in like more gaming kind of content with me, my gaming channel will be in the description of this video. All my socials will also be in the description of this video. If you want to know a little bit more about me, if you want to hang out with me more so outside of YouTube, my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok will be in the description of the video. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.